solve that. We wound up using a Rosner. I don't know, does anybody know Rosner? I show my age every time. It was an assessment. It's really old. I did find out they do publish it, so I thought it was old, so I was using it with impunity. And now I thought, oh, I can't share this because I looked it up and it is copyrighted and all that. But in Therapro, they have something that looks very similar to his whole program. It's all of these dot designs, okay, and they go from 4s to 6 to 9, what is that, 16 to 25. Really nicely sequenced. So this, it's interesting because this is on the SIPT, right? This test, this kind of test is on the SIPT. It used to be on the DTVP too. They took it out.
Yes, I noticed.
Which I was kind of glad in one aspect because the scoring was not very valid. It was terrible. But I think this test tells us so much, right? Everyone's nodding.
Yes.
So here's another good way, and what I would do now that I know this exists, is I would pull the pages I think are looking at the criteria I want to see that child develop. And you learn them just by doing them with the kids, right? So here they did the same thing. This was the test. This was the pre-test. But you're going from smaller grid to smaller dots, fewer dots to more dots. Same again, more relationships to establish, more things to pay attention to. You're combining vertical, horizontal, and diagonal lines. And you can see with kids doing this, the diagonal, they'll start to go, ooh, you know, and they do all these kind of crazy things, even given the dots, you know. So it tells, that's a lot. Increasing the number of lines and the relationships. It starts out in most of these, you have a full line that you're filling up whatever dots there are, and all of a sudden now you have to pay attention to, I'm only going over 3, or I'm only going over 2. Now I have to go down. You know, and this is a huge treatment activity for me, whether it's a geo board with the rubber bands or it's motor control on the piece of paper, and here it all is. So I think you could use this to come up with your own way of looking at the child's ability to relate, to do spatial relationships. And then by first grade, you see overlapping and embedded shapes. So that's based on the norms that I got from the Rosner, as well as practice, because you see that develop with the kids. Ugh, this opened. But it goes from lines to designs.
There is a test called the Spatial Awareness Skills
Now,
Training Test.
when I looked at that, thank you for saying that, it didn't have dot designs.
It has dot designs.
It does have, it had squares.
Yeah, I give it to all my kids.
Okay, so, but again, that would be using a standardized tool.
Yeah. And then they have a program where you're on a certain level according to how many you interact, and then you go to that level of the booklet.
That was like the Rosner. Rosner did the same thing.
Yeah, he's got
and the
that
kids
test in there.
loved
Yeah.
going from one level to the other.
Even in this, though, there's 4 levels.
Okay.
And so the kids know.
So they know. Yeah, it is. It's such a great thing, you know, to move up a level. So I was happy to find this today, Karen.